Number of migrants at the border camp in Del Rio has been reduced to less than 4,000 as federal authorities increased efforts to try to move them away from under that bridge.
That number peaked at around 15,000 over the weekend, according to the Department of Homeland Security. KXAN's Monica Madden joins us now live with the latest on the state's response with a wall of state trooper cars. How long will that be there, Monica?
Well, Robert, as of now, that barricade of cars is going to stay. The director of the Department of Public Safety told House lawmakers today that they're prepared to leave it there as long as necessary. But the greater issue representatives and law enforcement wrangled today is what can the state do to help prevent things like this in the future?
This isn't about Haiti. It's not about Haitians in Del Rio. This is much bigger.
Securing the border is an ever-present challenge for Texas.
Because this is decades in the making.
But scenes of the thousands of mostly Haitian migrants is prompting lawmakers and law enforcers to ask themselves, what is and isn't working? Director of DPS Stephen McCraw says the barricade of trooper vehicles blocking anyone from coming into Del Rio has kept more from crossing our border.
Well, we'll hold as long as necessary.
But that temporary solution takes away state troopers from their regular duties.
I would argue that it's always less safe when a trooper goes south.
Who'd ever thought we'd be at the border doing somebody else's job?
Finger pointing at the federal government still dominated a large portion of the hearing. But McCraw says there are things Texas can do.
Well, what about using temporary fences? Well, who can do it? Well, National Guard can do everything.
Yes, sir.
You know, really deterrence is they don't come across to begin with.
Okay.
And they don't come across because you've got a barrier there.
Okay.
That's what we did. Okay. We just put in a very expensive mobile barrier.
Democrats like Representative Eddie Morales say Texas lawmakers should de-incentivize the reasons people are coming into the U.S. illegally.
So if you hire somebody here illegally, we're going to fine you. It's going to be a state fine. And most of the people that are coming here illegally are coming because they're getting jobs.
Saying all the conversation around resources to the border misses the larger issue at hand.
But it's a drop in the bucket, man, until we change this side of the border.
Now, keep in mind that was an interim committee, so these lawmakers will not be drafting any bills to address border issues during this third special session, but it was rather an opportunity for the committee to talk about the challenges and possible